first off, I mean, just getting the 41. I mean, what can you say about the honor of wearing that number?
Oh, it's a huge honor. Like I kind of talked about the other day, the guys that came before me, guys that I looked up to, and guys that were the ultimate example for me, class act guys. I mean, Grant, then to Braden, then to RJ and Nolan and Chase too. All guys that are at the pinnacle of this program, leading it from the top, and being a great example for guys like me, being able to come in and look at them and know exactly what I have to do to be great, to be a leader on this team, and to be in the same category as them is the ultimate respect and ultimate honor for me.
What do you think about the patches that the other Montana seniors?
Yeah, I love that idea because those guys deserve it just as much as me, most of those guys. And I'm excited for them to be a part of it. And like I said, they deserve it. So.
You made like two of the first three plays of the game at number 41, Brody Grebe on the loudspeaker. So is it weird hearing a different number?
It was a little weird. I was just talking about, I was signing, my brother got one of those posters, and I signed it, and I wrote 10 just from habit. I go, B. Grebe 10. And he's like, you didn't even put your number on there. And I had already signed like 50 of them. So I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, it's a little going to take some getting used to. But yeah, it feels good.
What's the overall exchange between your squad and the blue side today?
It went back and forth a lot. I mean, our offense struggled a little bit at the beginning and then kind of got it rolling there at the end. So that's good to see. But in games like this, we want it to be back and forth and have our starting defense go at the starting offense, and we got to make plays. They got to make plays on us. If it's one-sided, then that's not a good team for either side. It's not a good thing as a team. So.
How much better do you think you've gotten by going up against Marcus so often?
A lot. The biggest thing is that's weird about being a D lineman rushing the passer is it's like baseball. You're losing a lot of the time. And to have this mindset that you're going to go out there and win every time, especially somebody as good as Marcus, you shouldn't have that mindset. And it sucks, obviously, because I want to win every time and I'm competitive as hell. So that makes me mad for sure. But it makes me better going against him. And then even going against Connor on the other side, they give me different looks on both sides, the way that they set and the way that they use their hands and everything. So it makes me better every single day. Yeah, exactly. They're the best O-line in the nation, and being able to go against that every day, and especially like with the new D-line this year, we got a lot of guys coming back, but a few new guys, and just learning the ropes and getting good reps against, like I said, the best O-line in the country. That's going to make us better, and I mean that's what we're striving for. We're trying to be the best D-line in the country. So.
Specifically on the interior, obviously it's tough to replace a guy like Sebastian. So you see guys that are trying to fill in that position.
Alec and Paul, obviously FG's been a rock for us for a few years, Blake Schmidt. But Paul he's coming along, banged up his elbow at the end, but he did a really good job this spring, made a lot of TFLs, a lot of plays. Probably will win the production for the interior guys. Alec, he was getting through it for a while at the beginning, learning the system and getting beat up a little bit, but he came along really well at the end and proved that he can play out here with us and do a good job. And then we're just trying to get some depth from the guys behind them. And then the outside guys, the other DNs, have all gotten a decent amount of time in this program. Zach Cruz got a little bit, but Hunter Parsons and Kenny have played a lot. Especially Kenny has played a lot for us. So him stepping in there is nothing new. And at the end, we're going to be pretty deep this year. So I'm excited about that.
How does this spring compare to the previous ones as far as you and so many of your classmates now being the last one that you're going to be last season?
Well, for one, it's a little weird that it's the last one. Feels good, but I'm sure I'm gonna miss it here in a few days. So, but having a lot of seniors, a lot of leaders on the team, I think keeps practice rolling well. It's pretty always competitive, just because we do have so many seniors and we're pretty deep at a lot of positions. I mean, I know that we got hurt, our guys got hurt in a few positions, but just all the seniors, I think makes it really competitive, which is good, which is going to make us better. So
I think the last 2 years, at least from the outside, there's a little bit like, hey, these are a young team. This sophomore junior class still has time. Now that you don't have more time after this season, this is the last one. Do you guys have the same mindset of like, hey, the year season's up, or are you thinking like kind of one day at a time, like whatever happens the next day, we'll figure it out down the road?
no, I think the way last year ended, that's hurting us still, and that's something that we've talked about, like taking the underdog mentality. Just because we have these guys coming back, we had everybody back or from this season last season, so bunch of guys, and we didn't have the season that we wanted. So we're attacking it every single day like we got something to prove, which we do. So I think the sense of urgency is really high, and that's the plan, to keep going through the summer and keep getting better, because we got to.
What are the main objectives then this summer between now and fall camp?
Keep growing depth. Like I said, every position needs to grow in depth, because like you see with the guys getting hurt, it's next man up. Julius and Drew Polidor especially, those guys are going to hurt, but they'll be back, and it's good for guys to step up. That's kind of how everybody gets their first chance a lot of the time. I got a decent amount of time from guys getting hurt. So grow in depth, get bigger, faster, stronger in the weight room, and just develop bonds. Being able to know what each other is thinking is a lot of what happens on the football field, because it's not always going to end up right, especially in hand-to-hand combat on the D line. For the linebackers to be able to play off of us and be able to read everything, we got to grow tighter as a group.
Brody, Coach Vegan spoke about your brother Bryce stepping up big time in the linebacker room. So how proud are you of his progress so far and kind of what you've seen?
He's been doing a great job. He plays his tail off, which is the number one thing that I've told him coming in, is be a guy that they know will always play hard for him, and they'll find a spot for you. So I got a soft spot for him, but he's been at my house a lot trying to learn the defense and putting a lot of time in, so I'm excited for him.
You mentioned it up top, but I guess how fun was that to combine for a tackle?
Yeah, that's always fun. I was talking crap to him afterwards. I said, "That's mine." He's, "No, it's not. That's my TFL." And so we got some friendly banter and stuff like that. So it's fun being out there with him.
Gave you each a hat.
Yeah, good.
All good people.